Hello everyone and welcome to my classics games video. This is just a video of the games that I own that are fairly old in no particular order. If there's any of these games that interest you and you would like to see what they actually look like, leave a comment below telling me which game you would like to see and I will do my best to load it up or find a version that works under a modern operating system, because not all of these will work as they are. Anyway, let's get started. First one I want to show you is this one, and this one is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2004 edition, A Century of Flight, and it's there are newer versions of this game out. This one's quite good as well. It's incredible for its time. Now this one here is a multi-pack. And this particular CD case, it's got lots of CDs in it, and it contains Command and Conquer, Command and Conquer Covert Operations, Command and Conquer Red Alert, Command and Conquer Red Alert Counter-Strike, and Command and Conquer Red Alert The Aftermath. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in the Command and Conquer franchise. Now this one here is a pretty interesting game. It was universally given the dubious honor of being called the buggiest game ever made. And this game is not by one of the normal game producers, it's actually done by a book publisher, Simon and Schuster. And it's called Star Trek Borg. The concept is good, and uses real actors and so on for its for the game. However, it's got so many bugs that it's very hard to play. The control of the game is extremely difficult. Half the time you can't control yourself in the game because it's so buggy. But I might actually make a video of this one if I can get it going, because it is quite an interesting game. The next one I'd like to show you is the Need for Speed. This is the original Need for Speed SE Special Edition, but it is the Need for Speed 1. Now this one here is another one in the Command and Conquer franchise, and this one here is Command and Conquer Red Alert The Aftermath. I think that was in the multi-pack as well, to be honest. Was it? Yes, it was. Somehow I ended up buying this game twice. Actually no, I bought it first, and then I think I bought, or someone gave me as a present, the multi-pack, which already had the game in it. Okay, the next game is Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. Here we go. And the next game is Command and Conquer Yuri's Revenge, the Red Alert 2 expansion pack. And the next one is Command and Conquer Red Alert, not in the multi-pack. Okay. Now the next one, I've lost the insert for the CD case. It looks like this is a torrented game or something, but it's not. It is the original, and the original CD sits in there. That is the original Quake 1 CD. Okay. Now the next game I have here for you is Star Wars Rebel Assault 2 by LucasArts Entertainment. Okay, the next one is the very first game in the Warcraft franchise by Blizzard. So this is Command and Conquer, sorry, this is Warcraft, Orcs and Humans, the original Warcraft game, which was later followed by Warcraft 2, The Tides of Darkness. Next one is a real classic, which is a it's more like an open world adventure game called Myst, and this was actually, you could say that this was one of the very first graphical open world exploring type games ever made. Okay, the next one is Duke Nukem 3D. Okay, so this is a first person shooter. Next game is another first person shooter called Blood. They tried to make a fairly gory first person shooter with lots of blood. Okay. Next one's also a very old adventure game called Zork the Grand Inquisitor, and it's a follow-on from the original Zork text adventures, but this one uses some basic graphics to make it more interesting. Next one is Command and Conquer Red Alert again. How many copies of this game did I actually buy? I don't know. I don't think they may all be mine. When we used Okay, this is the original Return to Zork by Infocom. We used to make all these adventure games. Next game is Command and Conquer Renegade. I've ended up with a lot of games from the Command and Conquer franchise. The next game is Mechwarrior 2, which was the second game made on the Mechwarrior franchise by Activision, and it's a game where you basically it's basically like a puzzle game, but you sort of drive like mechanized robots around. I think it's quite funny that it actually says, I don't know if we can quite see it down the bottom there, but this is the Pentium edition for the Pentium processor. Okay. Next game to see is Quake 2. Now, this is probably the game that I've spent the most hours playing, and it is really was back for its time a very good game. And a real classic game that Doom actually started the whole first-person shooter type of game by ID Software. Okay, thank you for watching. If you would like to see any of these games running, leave a comment in the notes below, just letting me know which one you would like to see, and I will do my best to get one running for you. I can't promise anything. Most of these games will not work under modern operating systems, but I will see what I can do to find a copy that does work. Anyway, thank you for watching.